Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, and all the drama has led up to this point, the first round of the 12-team playoff. And a home field advantage for one side. This place is rocking. We have a great battle for us here tonight. Two teams with championship aspirations, but trying to define the odds and take a big step closer to that national championship. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. This one will be fair caught. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they'll start with a run that goes nowhere, battling this defense and the crowd noise.
Brings up second down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
So on the opening drive, it's now 3rd and 4. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Receiver makes the catch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Breaking free at the 35. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
But it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
And the freshman brings him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
He'll pitch it. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
But these guys clearly weren't even thinking about a field goal in this one. They know that field goals won't win a game like this anyway, so be aggressive, and now it's 1st and goal.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, fouls. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. On the kickoff is hammered. Sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. An inside give now from the shotgun. That run moves the ball across the 40.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback dropping back. Catch hauled in here over the middle. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
What a great throw here by the quarterback from Virginia Tech to be able to pick up the first down. He was able to make the right read. Nice route by the receiver. Hits the ball right on the money, and they're able to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Nobody dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back, fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. So with playoff pressure, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
He went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, that's just good, hard running by this back. And, man, they've had some good ones over the years. Go back to Jamal Lewis, who was on that 98 national championship team. Travis Henry, Arian Foster. Boy, Chris, some big physical backs come to mind when you think about the Tennessee Vols.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Here's the handoff. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Play action here on first down. On the run here, lets it go. And the pass is incomplete to wrap up an eventful first quarter.
7-7.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Back in motion now. Seven-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
3rd down coming up after that running play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Short pass finds the tight end. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
And the single back takes the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is...
And he lobs it deep down the middle. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. He's got some room and some blockers here. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
The shotgun running play call. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, good tough running here by this Virginia Tech running back. The offensive line did their job to give him just enough room there to be able to get vertical and pick up valuable yards to keep this drive alive.
Receiver makes the grab.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. What I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Looking to pass here on second down. And he's got it. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. The Hokies line up on 1st and 10 now. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Ball handed off. Some hard running there through a tackle. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
That completion sets up a third down play. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The Volunteers will have to kick this away. And this will be the first punt for this offense this afternoon. And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. And no chance for a return as the punt sails out of bounds. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's a target, and it's complete. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Now the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. Breaking free at midfield. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big gain that time. That's great execution.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more.
Makes the grab downfield for a huge gain on the right. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. And the Hokies looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's looking for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Anytime you're snapping the ball inside the 10-yard line, we always know for the quarterback the windows are tighter and they close much faster. He's got to do a better job of getting the ball out quicker to give his receiver a chance.
Look at a throw on 3rd and goal. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And now here comes the point after attempt. PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got his man open downfield. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. That's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The Vols will come to the line to run the hurry-up. First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Looking to chuck it again. Quick throw, testing the middle. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. This offense has been clicking so far. They get aggressive, go for more before halftime. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. The tight end has got it. They get him down, but not before he gets to the +38. No huddle now for the offense. First down, looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The Hokies begin a new series here, 1st and 10. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Pressure is coming. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. And the field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. It's a squib kick, fielded by one of the up men. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Volunteers will kick this away to begin the second half. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They get the second half started with a running play. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. The defense with more pre-snap movement. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Airing this one out toward the sideline. The ball is caught for a huge gain here. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. He'll hand it off. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Two-back set, quarterback flanked by the backs.
Get set, get set.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They'll try the option play here. Pitches to the back. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Touchdown, Hokies. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. They'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And the back now goes in motion. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Over the middle and incomplete.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
Fourth and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Pass is broken up. Turnover on downs. What a stop.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He shreds the tackle.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
And now the running back's got it again. The Sauk were able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And he'll set up to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. He's got room, looking for the end zone. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third.
Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And this one is getting ugly. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. here's powerful offense back out in the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end, and got stopped. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
He'll toss it to the back. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking right. This one caught. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that 1st down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
Let's it fly to the wideout, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the Volunteers will send their punt team on the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Not the way he wanted to kick it. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments, come up with a stop here? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Handing off on the draw play. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
What a job by this defense. Completely sniffed out the draw play here. I think they saw it from the time the huddle broke. Absolutely stuffed that play for no gain.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch made on the right side. Breaks loose at the 45. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Hokies. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine in a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, another tough call for this offense. Seems like everything that they've called is going in the wrong direction. I think they're just trying to get out of this one at this point.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
That completion sets up an important third down play. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Toss play, back heads to his right. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up fourth down. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Virginia Tech 45, Tennessee 7.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Tennessee.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Complete to the running back. But can he get there? And they're finally able to stop him. But great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Tries the right with a quick throw. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
You know, in these spread offenses, the game just keeps evolving, and the opportunities keep presenting themselves for the big guys to be able to run a corner route. So hard to cover this.
Makes the grab. It's Harris. Heads out of bounds. It's a short gain on the play.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Incomplete. Almost had his second interception of the game. He's going to bring up a third down play.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll feed the back again. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that drive.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught in the flat by the running back. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. The Hokies bring their punt team onto the field.
Number 13, on to punt it away.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return.
And the Tennessee offense will take over. First and 10.
And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He'll take a deep shot here. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
And it's complete downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
It leads to second down.
Second down play coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Tipped and then drops. A chance to make a play, but instead it's third down.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, I know analytics are going to tell you to go for it on 4th and inches. It's just a little bit scarier doing it in your own territory. But listen, if you trust your offense and you trust the preparation you've had in these kind of short yardage situations, I say if they get another one of these, they go for that one too, because it clearly has worked out for them.
He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. And the Vols lining up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Chris, as this game evolves every year with college football and we see more and more versions of some kind of spread offense, it puts so much pressure on this linebacker position because they're asked to do so much. This linebacker is able to sit back in zone, be comfortable in space, make the right read, and be able to be in place to knock the ball away.
Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
And the defense wraps him up.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Touchdown, Tennessee. This quarterback on fire today.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user have not turned the game off and reset. They're playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. They've really protected home turf well here today. What a satisfying victory. Use the running game to chew on this clock now.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive.